What it do, what it is, it's your girl Taylor.
And it's your girl Lex.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Women's Intuition.
Where even though we always hear it, we might not listen.
Period. I like that. That was just off the top of the dome?
I've been playing with it all day.
Okay. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all, it's episode 37. Mm-hmm. We are back. What's up? You got a new hairstyle?
Oh, yeah, I always got a new hairstyle.
You know, actually, if I go through the thumbnails, I think maybe every episode you do actually have another hairstyle.
Yeah, I probably do.
Does the fact that I'm not wearing a hat this time count this as being a new hairstyle?
Oh, you don't have a hat on today.
No,
okay.
So I switched it
Ponytail.
But yeah, girl, what's good? What's good?
What's up? Well, I got my car back today.
Shout out to
that has been car issues. I always say it's the one most stressful thing in life, and I feel like it's like unnecessary stress. Like, really, we don't have to have cars.
Sometimes I stress when I think about having car issues.
Yeah,
and I don't even have.
I know it's coming. Yeah, bruh, y'all, my car has been in the shop for the last 2.5, 3 weeks. And I'm gonna be honest, while it was in the shop, I wasn't stressed out. Because I was still on wheels, you know? So it wasn't like
But you still miss being on your own time sometimes, right?
Well, I mean, I was on my own time. Like, the car that I was driving, it wasn't like I had to have it somewhere at a certain time. Like, it was basically my car for the last 3 weeks, you know? So I wasn't like stressed out about like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't have a car. So that was like very easy and convenient, but you be wanting your own shit. And I finally got my shit back today, y'all. And whew, my baby is riding like she ain't never rode before. Okay. So yeah. What else I've been up to?
How was your weekend? It was a long weekend.
The weekend was long, but you know what? It was good. I'm not gonna lie. It was very chill. We went out one night. Well, I went out one night to like we had a little pool party.
That's when I saw you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that,
didn't touch the pool once.
Did not touch the pool. I pretty much was doing hair all weekend, and one day, what was that? Sunday, I want to say, I slept all day, and it was so nice. I needed that.
Yeah, I was lazy Sunday too.
Yeah. What about you?
I had a good weekend. Friday, I went out to dinner. I went back to Knife. You remember when we went? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I remember it being good then, but at this point, I'm just like, I think I got the same thing. I did the steak kebab. Mm-hmm. Best filet in the city. Like, it was so good. I got it medium well. It was cooked to perfection. Everything was great. That's slowly becoming. Now, I've only been twice, but I want to say that's like one of my favorite places in Atlanta right now. So that was cool. Pool party. That was nice. Played Ring of Fire. You know, got.
Oh, that's what we was playing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the fuck we was playing.
So Sunday I also took it slow, nice and chill. And then Monday I went to my aunt. She moved out to Stockbridge. So it's far, but damn, that house, the neighborhood is gorgeous. They got some nice houses out there. So we had our first barbecue at her place. So that was fun. I have some good news.
Uh-oh.
I signed my offer letter today for my new position.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because at first she wasn't taking it because of the situation.
Oh, no, this is at another company.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaving the company. I'm still not taking that position. Okay. And they don't know yet, but by the time this comes out, it's not like, God forbid, they're not going to hear this. But I feel comfortable saying it because I'm putting in my 2 weeks tomorrow. Yes. And so I'm happy about that.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Also, you know, real quick, just want to say Appalachia High School. Did you hear? Yeah. So that's really sad hearing what happened today, actually.
Yeah.
And even more sad that, like, this shit is so normal. Mm-hmm. Growing up, all we knew was Columbine. Yeah. And saying Columbine was also almost like a bad word. Mm-hmm. Like, that shit was like the most horrific thing you can imagine. And now I'm ashamed to say I can't even name every single school in my lifetime that has had a school shooting.
I feel like this might have been the closest one to us, like physically, like within the realm of the area. I feel like this might have been the closest. Yeah. Which is crazy.
And it's like 6 days in. Mm-hmm. Like, no amount of bullying. Like, that had to have been planned. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not about to try to.
They said it was a freshman.
They said he was 14. So, I guess.
Shit.
Yeah. So, Kemp, when you think of them gun laws where you just let them, you done lowered it down to 18 and now you don't got to have no kind of license to carry. You did this shit, sir. But I need to go get mine before, if they do end up changing the laws, I'm like, let me go ahead and get mine. Because everybody else got theirs. I don't want to be the only one. And all these crazy motherfuckers got their guns.
Y'all protecting yourself. I need to be able to protect myself.
Exactly. So let me take advantage. I don't support the law, but I'm damn sure about to take advantage because I'm not finna like be caught up and everybody else got a gun and I don't. So, but yeah, so sorry to those babies. Yeah. So,
and better news, today is the Queen's birthday. Happy birthday, Beyonce.
I'm just kidding. It's the best. Happy birthday, bitch. She's 43.
Yeah. Wow, that girl looked 33.
Hell yeah. She look younger than me and I ain't even 33 yet.
Facts.
You got any intuition this week? I know what you're going to say because I've been seeing you.
What's my intuition?
Go hard in that motherfucking gym, bitch.
Period.
You said you was going to do 2 a days?
Yes.
And I've been seeing this bitch do it 2 times a day. I guess that's how it goes.
I've been at it. I'm so proud of myself. Like, the motivation has come back. It's there. I've been praying for this type of like motivation and consistency, you know, and dedication. And yeah, I'm back in the groove.
And you've been focused too, y'all, because I went on a mission last night to get some very specific pizza. I hit up Tay at first and I was like, hey, bro, we got to try this place out like one of these days. That was earlier in the day. She's like, I'm down. Because if you don't know, this bitch loves pizza.
My favorite food.
She fucking loves pizza. So later that night, I'm sitting around. I'm looking at a TikTok pops up at the same place. And I said, fuck it, I gotta go now. I hit up Tay. I said, Tay, bro, I can't even wait. What you doing? Because I was going to scoop you, bitch. I knew your car. I was going to scoop you. That girl came back and said, nah, girl, I'm at the gym. Go ahead. That should have snapped me out of it. I should have been like, you know what?
Let me not go.
I got that piece of bitch and it was so good. I had leftovers today.
Okay. I definitely want to go though. But yeah, I'm in like grind mode right now. And when you be like working out too, your body kind of changes. So it's certain stuff that I just can't even eat physically because my
it ain't
body
been that long. Has it been that long?
It's been 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a quesadilla today, y'all. And I think that's why I feel like this. Like I feel sick. I don't know if it's because it was like fast food kind of or just like not fresh. Like I didn't cook it. I've been trying to cook every day now. So I think when I eat stuff that's not cooked, my body just be like, whoa, hold on, bitch, what you doing? You know? Okay. So I'm trying to like do good there too. So yeah.
You go, girl. We see you. We see you getting it.
What about you? What's your intuition?
Well, I got a juicy intuition.
She couldn't wait till I asked her.
Look, I posted on my story. I had something to say, and I'm sure y'all probably thought it was that job offer, which I mean, cool, but like real tea. Okay, bitch. Okay, so last time I was talking about this guy that I was talking to, but I also been kind of talking to this other guy. But it's been very, very like surface level. We haven't even exchanged numbers. It's just, it would start off me posting like me watching a movie or something scary. He's like, well, how, just regular talk. And then it starts getting more flirtatious. And he's like, you know what? Like, you can say no, but we should go out for lunch or go get a drink or something. Cause I'm really trying to get to know you. Like, I can't figure out like why I'm so obsessed and like, and in my head, I'm like, gas me up then. I guess so. Girl, so throughout the time, I'm like, maybe not recently, like maybe not like soon, but like in the near future we can. It's not going to be like this week or next week. He's like, cool. So in the meantime, he's going to send me a few places. Like, what about this place? What do you think? I'm trying to see where you want to go. Like doing the stuff you're supposed to do.
Dating
I'm like,
stuff.
I like that. And also, damn, what I was finna say.
Not you lost the tea.
No, I didn't. Damn, I don't want to jump ahead and miss nothing. Okay, so anyways, we're just kind of like talking or whatever. And so in the meantime, so some of the places, it's so funny because I asked some of my friends this and they were like, you're tripping. But a lot of the places he was sending me were like Politan Row. Do you know what Politan Row is? Or Colony Square? It's kind of like a food hall.
Yeah. A
lot of traffic, a lot of people. You go into the food hall. You don't know who you're going to run into. He sent me like a couple food halls and stuff. And part of me was like, the idea, like, I don't want to go on a first date to somewhere so like public and like outside because I'm meeting you for the first time. What if we run into somebody I know? I don't even know if I like this nigga for real for people to start associating me with him. Or what if you run into somebody you know and is drunk? Like, I don't know. I really don't know nothing about this nigga. I didn't even know his real name, bitch. I knew his Twitter, his Instagram name. Like, I don't know much. I'm like, we just gonna figure it out. It's gonna be a fun, whatever. But people was like, bitch, you're tripping. Like, those are cute places to go. So I'm like, okay, cool. Also, me and him only have 2 mutual friends. One's a girl we went to ASU with, whatever. Another girl is a very close, like, family friend. And so she's, like, on Christmas, she comes over, like, November's, Sundays. You've met her plenty of times before. So she was a mutual friend. So I was like, you know what? I was going to say, I didn't know if I was going to say anything until I saw her on Monday at my aunt's house, right? So
was you expecting to see her, or you kind of figured like she probably might be there?
She would be there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I would 80%. If she didn't, then just something came up. But she typically pulls up.
Okay.
So like we're all kikiing, laughing and stuff, and then at one point I was like, "Hey, I noticed like I'm kind of talking to this guy on Instagram. It's nothing serious, but I noticed we only have 2 people in common, and you're one of them." She was like, "Show me him." And I was like, okay, well, she has a baby daddy. She's in a relationship. I'm not thinking it's her nigga. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm doing the thing where I'm like, okay, well, wait, like.
Let me find a good picture.
Yeah, like he's cool. Like he's not the biggest looker, but like he's cool, blah, blah, blah. She's like, girl, show me him.
Mm-hmm.
I show her him. Her face drops. Yeah. Dun, dun,
He a serial killer.
Right. Might be with his behavior. But apparently he's her sister's boyfriend. She said, let me see the messages. She said, send me those screenshots. Girl, she goes outside and make a phone call. I'm like, she comes back in, her whole mood's changed. She picks up, we playing with the baby. She picks up the baby. She's like, hey, y'all, I gotta go take care of something. Tori's like, Lexi did it. My aunt gonna say something. What, you want us to kick Lexi out? I was like, bitch. And she was like, come walk me to the car. So basically she ends up telling me like, that's her sister's boyfriend.
How long?
He was just talking about proposing to her. He had recently like totaled her sister's car. He lives with her sister. Her sister is about to be gone for like a week. And she was like, he was going to pick you up in her car. She was like, he got a kid. He barely even paid for. I didn't even know he had a kid. There wasn't a kid on the page. It wasn't like, I'm just like, bitch, I'm glad I asked because, and you know what? I know what you guys are thinking. Like, you didn't ask if he was single or not. First of all, obviously he would have lied. But second of all, like, am I wrong to assume that the nigga's single?
No, not really. Especially if he like pushing up on you, trying to take you out on dates. I mean, nah, you definitely not wrong.
I mean, any other, like, y'all, I promise y'all, I don't just go around assuming people are single. Usually I would ask and I'd be like, or is there a woman who thinks you're not? But in this case, y'all, I'm telling y'all, we didn't exchange numbers. I didn't even know the nigga's real name until she said it right then. And I'm like, girl, to be honest, it was such like a shallow thing. I was gonna see if we hung out and had a drink and it was easy flowing and having fun, then I probably would have started asking questions because I know I like you. But until then, I didn't know I like. Yeah. So, anyways, my intuition told me.
What's your intuition?
My intuition told me
ask her.
to just see, like, or to be cautious. Like, I didn't dive in. I wasn't like, let's exchange numbers. Well, I would never be the one to offer to exchange numbers. Nigga, you better ask. But I wasn't pushing because I just was like, I wasn't stressing it. So I think that was my intuition telling me, bitch, run.
Bitch, that is tea. Hot.
And the sister stayed.
Well, of course she did. How long was they together?
I don't know, but I was.
If he thinking about proposing, I mean, would you have stayed?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
What?
I don't know. I feel like in that situation, bitches would stay.
And also, apparently, he had cheated or done something like this before, and she forgave him, so they thought that he would be on his best behavior or some shit like that. Hell no, this ain't even the first time. No, I don't want a proposal that bad. Then I'm gonna be stuck with him.
How old is he?
Gotta be like 33.
Oh,
I think like 33.
The sister young?
Yeah, she younger than me.
It's given. It's definitely given.
That, yeah.
It's definitely given.
No. Sister is actually Steven's. She was in the same grade as Steven. Oh. And he was 2 grades above me. So
interesting.
Yeah, right.
Very interesting.
Tea.
Okay, well, speaking of a nigga chasing you or pursuing, is there a difference between being chased and being pursued? Because I think there is.
Okay.
Like, I feel like the term being chased is kind of like you like the other person is not showing interest back. You kind of just chasing, you know? Whereas being pursued, I feel like the other person is open to the pursuing. So you're pursuing them, you know? You're taking them on dates. You're like letting them know you're interested. You're texting them good mornings, things like that. So I do feel like don't chase me. Like if I'm not giving you the energy back, don't chase me. But you can pursue me. What do you think? Do you think it's a difference? Do you think it's the same thing? I know you want to chase, but go ahead.
I think chasing is something that definitely appeals to younger, more immature, even the younger, more immature legs. You know?
I was just about to say ladies.
No, ladies, yeah. But even me, it's for me to like be accountable. But when I think of chasing, when a nigga has had to chase or I thought that a nigga should chase, is usually when it's somebody I'm already dealing with and they like fuck up.
Okay, yeah.
So that's when I feel like, nah, nigga, like, you're lucky I'm even like having the door open a little bit, but you're going to have to do some chasing. You're going to have to do some grovel. Like, you're going to have to really be putting your best motherfucking foot forward if you want to continue this. That's when I'm like, you know, I need a little chase or whatever. But I think pursuing shows more intention and has more promise. But I don't know. Yeah.
I think with chase, it's like a thrill. Like it's more so like, oh, I see her physically, she fine as hell, she bad, like she acting like she don't really want me, but I'm gonna keep trying, I'm gonna keep chasing her, and it's like, okay, cool. 9 times out of 10, it's like I got her, and then cool, the next chase, you know. But like I said, pursuing is more of like a mutual like interest on both ends, and I feel like you're pursuing her because she's saying she's interested in you.
Or even like chasing, I feel like when you're chasing, you have something to prove. So even if that's from day one, I'm a chaser, like I'm a flaunt some shit, I'm gonna really put my, like, do all that. I think that's chasing. Or even when you're chasing because you done fucked up and you're trying to prove that you're really into this and you're really willing to make it right because you fucked up. Like chasing, you got something to prove. But pursuing is definitely like, I don't know. Pursuing feels like it could be something that's serious.
Yeah, like it's giving like relationship vibes.
Like a grown woman.
Yeah,
like I want to be chased. I want to be pursued.
Exactly. Like don't chase me. Have you ever chased a nigga? Like even when y'all was like you said, in a relationship, or you might have fucked up and you had to like chase that nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Have you?
Fuck no. Not that I can remember. Like, I feel like it's just not my personality. I mean, maybe if I was in a situation in the future with like my man and I probably did something that like, you know, he didn't like, but I don't see me doing anything too fucked up where I gotta chase your ass, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not giving chasing. It's not giving chaser. It's giving chasey. But even I don't want to be chased. Like don't like I gotta get her. Like nah, we not doing that.
Okay. Well, this kind of slides into my next topic. I saw this post and it reminded me of a situation that I think I can speak on now. I think enough time has passed. Do you have any idea what I'm about? Because you're nodding like, oh, okay.
I'm just like, okay.
Well, the post says, your friend confesses that they've developed romantic feelings for you, but you don't feel the same. Is it possible to still remain friends with that person? For what do you think about that? And have you had experience?
I have.
Okay.
It's very awkward.
This is awkward or it was awkward?
No, it was awkward.
Okay.
It was uncomfortable. Yeah, I hate it. I hate when my homeboys try to hit on me. I fucking hate it. It's annoying. I feel like we already have a connection. It should be platonic. Like I never show any of my homeboys any signs for them to hit on me. You know, like I never give you the flirty eyes. I never accidentally touch your elbow in a certain way. I never touch your shoulder in a certain way. I don't hug my homeboys like facing forward. I barely hug my homeboys, you know, and if I do, it's like a side hug. Like, I don't
barely hug her
text you.
homegirls.
Exactly. Like, I don't text my homeboys like 3 wee hours of the night, like flirting or anything flirtatious. So it makes me feel uncomfortable when my homeboys hit on me, for sure.
But clearly, you're still saying homeboys. So clearly, it is. One of the other question was, is it possible to remain friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had to do a little threatening. Like, if you do it again, I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Okay.
But I mean, I think it's possible. You just gotta like draw that boundary, and you gotta be really strict.
Isn't it awkward for a little bit afterwards?
Yeah,
though? Like,
it was. I had to let time.
Space?
Yeah, I had to let time go by. Like, take a. It was probably like a month or so until I was like, okay, now I feel comfortable hanging around you again.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely uncomfortable.
Okay.
What about for you?
I can see that. Mm-hmm. I want to let you know, and this is not to invalidate your experience, but it's 1,000 times more uncomfortable when it's a female friend. Why you make? Oh, so you know that feeling too?
No.
Oh,
I remember you telling me that situation, and I was like, oh, okay, yes.
So,
yes,
I wasn't able. I had a female friend, y'all, this year. Early, must have been like a few months ago. Mm-hmm. I had to cut off somebody in my life. I did like a ghost move. As much shit as I talk about you ghosting people, like I was just like, but I felt validated.
Oh, you feel validated when you ghost, but when I ghost, when Taylor goes,
I'm just saying mine was valid. I don't want to go into too much detail, but y'all know I'm chatty, so I'm gonna try to do like a not too much detail. But I had a homegirl, and I went over there one night, and she really pushed up on me. Not even on no like, I think I like you. It was on some like, I'm trying to fuck. Like, and
that's even worse.
Yeah, it started off, we was like in the car, and she was like looking at my tit. Like, she might have like reached out and touched it. Like, yeah. And then, but I'm just like, okay, like we've seen each other's titties. I don't mind like a little, like whatever. Like, oh, your titties are not like, I'm okay with that. So I was like, I'm just going to give it that kind of vibe. Like, that was just a friendly titty touch. Like
nothing.
We drinking,
harmless.
We doing shit, like we partying, right? And so then later we get up to her room, and like she's just like, like I really want to fuck you right now. And I was like, she was like, would you be okay with that? And I was like, no, I think I'm okay. Like she just offered me tea. I'm okay.
I'm good. No, thank you.
Not today. I'm not in a tea mood. I'm a coffee girl. Like, I was like, no, I think I'm okay on that. She's just like, like, and she really done like, she done really like transformed into a nigga. Like this bitch was on some like some
she
nigga
was
shit.
Dominant one.
She's like, let me just see him. Like
that ass.
She's like, let me see them. And I'm like, no, like I'm okay.
Bitch, I would have clutched my pearl.
And then I'm like, girl, you know I'm fake gay. Like, I don't even really, and I done told her about stories like when I was dating couples and stuff. Like, so I'm like, well, girl, I'm just fake gay, bitch. I'm not really, you don't want me. I'm like, what about your other friend? And she's like, oh, well, her other friend actually like is kind of gay. And she'd be like, oh, I think she's been hitting on me. So I'm like, well, what about her? She's like, well, she came over the other day and she got on top of me like this. And the next thing you know, this bitch is on top of me with my hands bent like on the bed, and she's on top of me. And I'm like, oh, thanks for acting it out. But I'm like, okay, like, let's get up, girl. we get up. She grabs my coochie on the way up. Yeah, she grabs my coochie. Then I'm like, well, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what vibe? No, she was like, you're playing right now. Like, this when she turned to a nigga. She's like, you playing right now? Because, like, she was like, you be giving me signals. And I was like, what signals? She's like,
let me know so I can never do it again.
She's like, we be going to the movies. Like, we go to the movies by ourselves all the time. But, like, I do that with you.
Yeah.
She was like, one time when we was listening to music, this one, like, some line came on. She said, you looked at me and you started singing that part. And I'm like, I was just singing and I looked at you. It wasn't, I swear. And then now that I think about it, like, earlier before she started getting like this, she had just literally showed me, like, a few videos in her hidden folder where, like, she was like squirting and shit, but I was like, damn, that's impressive. Like, it went far. I was like, damn. I don't know if she took that as like, damn,
she want this.
And then at one point she was scrolling. I said, damn, not as fat.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bitch, like, damn, bitch, that ass look fat. I was talking about her coochie, but I said, not your pussy fat. As a friend.
Yeah.
I was like, am I sitting?
No offense, but to her defense.
No. We will not blame the victim.
Because we know you. So it's like, but I don't know. Like, I feel like bitches don't be having real friends because I know you though. Like, if you always tell me I got a fat ass and I just be like, okay, Lex, like, I'm never like, damn, Lex did call my ass fat. I wonder if she like me. Like, no, that's so weird.
And so I'm like, all right, I like had to get out of there. I was like, well, I gotta go or whatever. And I like gave her, I shouldn't have gave her a hug. We always hug before we leave. I gave her a hug and she grabbed it one more time. And I was like,
I don't call 911.
was I just assaulted?
Exactly. Because what the fuck, bitch?
And so I didn't know how to come back from that. Also, it wasn't even like, I've had crushes on girls, so I don't want to say that I'm fake gay, but like I'm not just on bitches like that. We both know I'm not on bitches like that. But like I've had crushes, so I could see where I would be like more receptive in other situations. But like even if I was like that, it was never gonna be her. Yeah. No, not even that. I have no like I don't even I can't even like I could look at other people. I could look at you and see how people would just like not as fat. Get me out of here. But like I just didn't have that her as a person like just,
attraction.
Yeah, and you know, like I had already kind of been looking at how she was as a friend kind of sideways. Like so I had no attraction. A few days before she was talking about like having to take baths because her hemorrhoids be acting up. And I was like, how do hemorrhoids? No, and that's not no shade. She had kids. People who push out kids get hemorrhoids. Like, that's no shade. But the problem was when I was like, so what exactly is it like? Does a hemorrhoid like come back or leave? She was like, oh, I'll show you. And pulled down her underwear, lifted her house dress and spread
house dress. You wrong for saying that.
That's what
you trying to give us a fucking image.
And I just want y'all to know I didn't sit there and wait for her to unbutton and zip this bitch and spread it open and showed me her hemorrhoid booty hole. I wouldn't do that to a nigga that I did like and expect for him to just be wanting to fucking eat my pussy a couple days later. Like, I'm just like, what part of you thought that I couldn't? So no, I don't think you can recover from that, to answer the question.
I feel like some people don't have self-awareness and some people don't know boundaries. And it's like, I cannot hang around anybody that does not have self-awareness or boundaries. Because it's like, I'm going to get irritated. Like, I know I'm going to be like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Like.
Even when I would hear her, like, talk about, it was very delusional. Not even delusional and like the, delulu. Mm-hmm. Like, no, really delusional.
Like, I'm scared.
So when it was directed towards me and she's telling me these little tiny instances where she read so much into it, I'm like, oh my God, this is what you did to that nigga. Mm-hmm. And I told you that you was delusional. Don't do it to, I said, I can't. So, bitch, I blocked on everything. I blocked on social media. I blocked numbers. Like, I need to go by her house and drop off this spare house key.
Just burn it. Where you gonna throw it in the? You gonna approach her?
Mailbox. Put it in the drop off. Put it in the mailbox.
Hurry up, before she not there.
Right.
Get the fuck on, bitch.
Let's please get us to the next topic.
Okay. Let's get into our segment, Wild or Wild Night.
Wild or Wild Night. Wild or Wild Night. Wild or Wild Night.
Wild or Wild Night. Please don't let me be cool on you. I ain't never gonna warm back up. Wild or Wild Night.
Wild.
Wild?
I would be a liar if I said wild not. That's wild.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd have been cool on niggas and I'd have been piping hot 2 days later. So I don't know, but
that's wild for you. Yeah. Not wild for me at all. Once you do something that I'll kind of look at you sideways and it's like, I can't fuck with you. You gotta be like a different type of nigga for me to like
you're talking
back up.
First infraction. They could do one thing. Because I have niggas, there's niggas in my life that I would never, like my exes, it's not a chance in hell of me ever warming up.
Yeah.
But it takes a long time for me to get there.
So I have niggas that I dealt with and it's like they might fuck up, but it's not a fuck up where it's just like I'll cut you off, So I'll take you back. I'll warm back up on that situation.
Yeah.
But there are certain situations where it's like, now I'm cool on you and I can't ever warm back up with you.
Okay.
So it's like once it's been a real long time and I'm really cool on you, it's probably never gonna happen again.
I can see that. Yeah, no.
Ain't never warming
agree.
back up. Ain't no microwave, bitch.
Okay. I wanted to talk about this last week, so let's get into it. I want to talk about our digital footprints, okay? And what I mean by that is I just want to talk about like what persona, what aesthetic do you think that I give on my social media? Be honest.
It's giving.
Okay, no, she laughing too much.
Because I'm trying to figure out, like, it's definitely giving, like,
I like that.
Definitely that. I was going to say, like, Black Cat kind of vibes. I was going to say, not goth. I feel like you're not at the tier of goth yet, but you, like, on a spectrum kind of goth.
Okay.
But not like all the way gothed out for sure.
I love that. Black heart emoji. Yeah,
it's definitely giving like free spirited type of vibes. This is my body type of like what? Did I say something wrong? It's giving like, yeah.
Okay, let me do you.
Like earthy type.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the earth. Okay, let me do you. Taylor's be giving busy, booked, has a life. When she does show up, it's very like soft girl, clean girl aesthetic. A little twinkle of like bougie. She'll show you like her little like gold accented nails and like a quick little glowy boomerang like it girl vibe. And she gives that mystery. I thought you were gonna talk about how mine wasn't mysterious at all. Like it gives oversharing. It gives. See, I want to be mysterious. I do. How much more would that like up my like witchy black goth girl vibe if I were a little bit more mysterious? But for the life of me,
you can't.
Like I love to share. I love to connect. I love to just.
It's your journal. I feel like it's like your little bubble like earth.
And you just give us nothing. Sometimes you'll go out of town and we'll get 3 boomerangs.
I love a boomerang.
Like, can I get more? I'm like, bro, you're going to see maybe 3 tabs at the top of Taylor's story. Mine, you're going to see about 9. You're going to see about 9.
D.
Okay.
90.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, what's your favorite app right now? What are you spending most of your time on?
Probably TikTok and YouTube.
Check it right now. I would say mine is probably...
Twitter. What I go to? Settings,
and then put it down a little bit so you can search and put screen time. Let me see. Screen time. First off, what's your daily average?
Hold on. Screen time. Okay.
What's your daily average?
6 hours, 47 minutes.
Mine is 8 hours and 5 minutes. And it says I'm 8% down from last week. Okay. Are you up?
Mine say 30%. 30% down. 32% down from last week.
Okay, that's good. Let me see. See all app and web activity.
Where I go? See all activity.
And I'm gonna click week. My most used actually was Instagram, and right behind it was X.
Wow, mine's Maps is first. What the fuck? Maps say 1 hour and 29 minutes.
The fact that that's the highest time is crazy.
And under that is Instagram, which is crazy.
Yeah, girl, my TikTok says 49 minutes.
Mine says 29. I swear I'll be on TikTok way more.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, mine say Instagram is the highest one. And then YouTube. And then TikTok.
Okay, my
That's
YouTube is way
crazy.
down there. Like, I use YouTube just to like make sure our page looks good for real.
And Delta. I don't know how Delta is on there. Let me see. Show more. Okay, music.
Well, let's talk about TikTok. TikTok trends. What are the trends that you're loving right now that you're seeing a lot of?
Trends like dancing or just like trends or just
like
anything?
The topics. It could be a dance. It could be a challenge that people are doing, or is it a bunch of recipes? Is it certain?
Are you asking me what's on my FYP or like what's the trends that I like?
What's the trends that you like? What's on your FYP?
It's a dancing one. I can't remember how it go. I'm trying to think of how it go.
I like the trauma salad
What's
now.
that?
Have you not seen that?
No.
Oh my God. It's when they're like, my name is Alexis, and when I was 4, I fell off the top of a building and cracked my head open, something. And I brought the sour gummy worms, poured into the bowl. And then the next person's like, it'd be like some crazy shit. Like, usually it's like some traumatic stuff. Like, and when I was 8, I walked in on my dad hanging himself. And I brought the Twizzlers. And they poured into the bowl.
I've never seen that in my life.
And each person does a different type of candy.
Never in my life have seen
my
that.
My shit is dark.
Is that I see. Clearly.
But I love it so much. It's so funny.
No, my FYP is literally like dances, makeup, hair, probably like soft vlogs, and just like the celebrities that I like follow.
Have you seen Griptown Family yet?
No.
Where they're like, I'm not 6th grader. I'm the 6th grader brother.
Oh yeah, I do. I have seen that.
I'm the 6th grader cousin.
Yeah.
I'm the 6th grader.
I have seen that. Yeah.
I love
That's cute. That one is cute.
The ones that I'm hating right now. Have you heard of Wade Wilson?
No.
He's some like, oh man, I can't even remember who he kills. So like, no disrespect to his victims, but he's like this killer, and he ended up like getting his whole face tattooed. And
he light skin or like
I
white.
Think he's like white.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they've been like playing his jail calls and stuff. Like I don't know why. I'm not a true crime girl. I don't know why I keep getting his jail calls.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I feel like I watched him. I think it's a documentary. It was a documentary on Netflix called "The Murderers Tapes" or the murders like interrogation tapes or something like that, and I think he might have been on there.
Probably.
Yeah. Sound about right.
Okay, girl. Well, I'm gonna work on my little aesthetic.
Yeah, I feel like I love my little TikTok. I got it exactly how, everything I like.
Before we switch, has TikTok Shop got you yet?
Oh yeah, but it's been a minute since I shopped from TikTok.
What'd you get?
I got a dress. I got a bodysuit, like a little romper bodysuit. What else did I get? Was it some shades? I don't remember the other. It was like 3 items.
My should be more like experimental. I got like an ear camera. Do you ever see those videos where like there's a camera and they're cleaning out the ear and they got to get like the wax out and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I used to be obsessed with those videos. So I got an ear camera.
Did it work?
It worked, but I was hoping I would have something to like take out, but it wasn't. I was like, well, this was anticlimactic. So it was just sitting there. I got one of those things, like a double chin reducer. I haven't been using it. But I got one of those things. I got like that turmeric scrub.
Okay,
that
my
yellow
sister
scrub.
That. Yeah, we'll use that. Yeah,
I did the peel off lip stain. Like,
how was the peel off lip stain? I heard good stuff about that. Okay,
loved it.
Yeah.
All my lashes nowadays are from there because you get like 10 pairs and it's like $4, and they be really like good and everything. I did a walking pad.
How was that?
The walking treadmill is good.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah, so
I seen that.
Yeah,
I wanted to get that.
I'm very much into TikTok Shop. They done got me a few times.
Okay,
bitch, so.
I'm slick, kind of nervous. I usually just go to Amazon, but yeah. Okay, that's it for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the next topic. You got anxiety there? Speaking of anxiety,
okay,
relationship anxiety. I don't know if you ever heard of this, but this is a thing that I was coming across this article and I seen this and I said, I wonder if I've ever had this or if I have it. Relationship anxiety is a common type of anxiety that can cause feelings of insecurity, fear, and doubt about a romantic relationship. It can lead to stress, conflict, and avoidance in a relationship. Some signs of relationship anxiety include constant overthinking, need for reassurance, obsessive behavior, interpreting simple actions as signs of problems, self-silencing, intense desire for emotional distance. Relationship anxiety can develop at any point in a relationship, but some people may experience it more at the beginning. It can be caused by past experiences, attachment issues, or low self-esteem. Some ways to manage relationship anxiety include practice positive communication, practice mindfulness, confronting insecurities, and seeking professional guidance. So that's a term I didn't know about relationship anxiety. Have you experienced it?
I would say I'm in a constant state of relationship anxiety when I like
Were you
somebody.
aware of that? Did you know?
No, I didn't know it as an official term.
Okay.
I knew it was anxiety and I knew it was happening when I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
But
Where do you have it?
yeah, definitely.
For sure, I think I have it, especially that avoidance thing.
So would you say you have it? I feel like,
detachment style.
do you have it while you're in it or before you get
Before, like when it's like when you feel like it's approaching and it's like, oh, hold on, like something's weird happening here, like we're getting too close, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, let me back, and I start getting anxiety, and it's just like, and that's where my issue where it's like, I keep saying I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship because every time I feel like it's coming, it's like a fear, you know?
Scared.
I'm scared, yeah. So it's like, but I always say I'm gonna go to therapy for it. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like, but I don't know if that was last episode or the episode before, but you was like, you ready now.
I am, and
so
I want to be ready.
Do you still have that anxiety?
Yeah, I do, but also I'm getting older, and it's different things that I want out of life, and that is one thing that I do want. But you can want a lot of things, but you could still have that like anxious anxiety about it. Like finding a new job, like you really want it, but it's still some type of like fear out of that. So I do want something like serious. I don't. My body is start getting jittery. Like right now, my skin crawling.
Yeah,
but
girl. Yeah, it's very much so a thing for me. So
yeah.
Speaking of, it said that like manifests in like insecurities and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about insecurities. Can you remember like your insecurities when you were younger, like middle school, high school? Was there anything that you were insecure about? Not you were a confident kid.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was. And I think my mom is because like why I'm like this for real. Like my mom very much like spoke positivity into like me and my siblings. Like, she always told me and my sister, and I'm sure a lot of moms do this, but like, you're so beautiful, like, God created you in your own image, like you should never be jealous of how anyone looks. So like that stuck with me at a very, 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 very early age. Like I remember being in elementary school and kids would like talk about my mole, and it never bothered me. Like really? I never got insecure. Like I feel like a lot of kids would have got a little insecure about having a mole in elementary school, never was insecure. Like there was never really anything that anybody could say for me to just go home and cry, That is so rare. That's so good, and that's very rare. Girl, I was insecure about everything. My eyes, I used to call me frog eyes, bug eyes. I used to want to be like one of those little Blasian girls, they got like I used to try to like squint my eye. That was racist, I'm sorry.
Well, I say Taylor. Come on,
so sorry.
But like, bro, I have hairy arms. Like having hairy arms, I used to be insecure about. Not knowing more about my dad. Like I didn't have issues with my dad, but I do remember. Oh my God, it was such a stupid lie. I remember I was at like tumbling. Like I used to cheer and stuff, so I did like a tumbling clinic when I was in like middle school during the summer. And there was like this girl. She was so cool, and I remember we were talking and she said something like, I think she asked what my dad's name was. And at the time I had been told, but I didn't really know my dad's name. I didn't learn more about my dad till I got older. And I said, I froze up and I said, it's Michael.
Not you added the guy name of your mom name.
And she said, and what's your mom's name?
Micah.
Micah. She was like, Michael and Micah. I was like, yeah.
Aww.
It's actually so pathetic.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I didn't want to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
She probably just finished telling me her dad bought her a pony. I'm like, my dad's name is Michael. For the record, guys, my dad's name is not Michael. So, yeah, I was insecure. Okay, so what about now? Is there anything that you could think of that you're insecure of now? It doesn't have to be looks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Just like, for sure, I think I'm very insecure when it comes to like, I'm not going to say vulnerable is like an insecurity, but like being in a state of like vulnerability, like it does make me insecure. Like
being soft.
Yeah, kind of like just like expressing how I feel. And this is so crazy. Me and my mom had this conversation literally on Sunday. And she was just like, you just need to learn how to express your feelings more and communicate more. And I think, I'm not going to say that makes me feel insecure, but that's one thing about myself that I just wish like I could work on, you know, or something that I wish like it was easy. It comes easy for me. And that doesn't come easy for me to just be like, I feel like that, or when it comes to like a relationship type thing. Cause I feel like with y'all, with my friends, it's a little easier. Like,
I would say with us, I don't feel like you're just there 100%.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not.
I feel like you'll nonchalant it or just not talk about it before you just... It takes you time. Eventually you do, I feel like, but it takes you time.
For sure. I'm a very nonchalant person, and I'm not going to say that's something I want to change because nonchalant is a characteristic. Like, you know, some people are just naturally nonchalant, and I'm okay with that. But I do feel like as time goes on, as life goes by, as relationships grow, and you want to get more into like serious relationships, like you're going to have to get out of that comfort zone a little bit. So that's probably like an insecurity that I have.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think one of mine right now is probably like obviously age, but in like reference to like where I'm at in life or even like my living situation. I think that's one of the things that makes me insecure when it comes to like dating somebody and having to tell them like, okay, me and my mother still live in the same house. I start like over explaining myself. Like I have the master bedroom. Like it's not like,
it's not what you think it is.
Like because last time I had rented a house in my name and she came to live with me. So then we broke that and then I moved in with her and like she, you know, the market right now was crazy. Like so why not? I got extra help with the dogs. You know, I get to go out and like, and then I'm over explaining myself and I had to realize it's something you're insecure about. Clearly, like you are so insecure about, cause like, I don't, you know, I didn't think that I would be 31 living in a house with my mom. But first off, me and my mom weren't as cool as we were back then when I saw her as mom. Well, I still see her as mom, but you know, it wasn't as cool back then. So of course, when I'm 14, I'm not thinking, I want to imagine, Yeah. And so like, but you know, I moved away. I lived with exes. I went to college. I've lived on my own. And then I came back and I don't know, it's obviously it's comfortable. It's just, I don't know. It's something that I'm a little insecure about where I'm like, okay, bitch, it's time. But I always despise when it's time to answer that question. Like, oh, so you live by yourself or let me pull up. And I'm just like, no, because even though she wouldn't care, like I smoke weed, like y'all, I'm like, no rules in my house. But I still would never bring a nigga in my house, like ever. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how cool my mom is. I don't give a fuck if it was a separate entrance. That's so weird to me. That's weird. We grew up in that time period where that's like,
that's the boundary
crazy.
For us.
Like, so, but yeah, I think that's my biggest insecurity right now.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I can feel that. I can definitely understand with that for sure.
It's okay, but look, we just got a little vulnerable. You got vulnerable.
Yeah, I did. Therapy, growth.
With 165 people.
Growth. That's definitely one thing I'm trying to work on. Okay, you want to keep going or?
No, we can. I do have a lesser known news I want to talk about.
Okay, let's do your lesser known news and then we can save my other topic for another episode.
Yes. And because I feel like you're going to be into this one.
Okay.
You're into true crime and shit.
Love it.
There's a serial killer on the loose in Austin, Texas.
I saw. And New York.
Damn it. Oh, damn it. Stop taking my shine.
Okay, sorry.
You can bring up New York another time. You heard about Austin, Texas, though. The Ladybird Killer. They also are calling it the Rainy Street Ripper, guys.
That's crazy.
There have been 13 deaths since 2022, the latest being August 6th of this year. And it's always men, and they're labeled as accidental drownings. One was a homicide, and they caught the person. But they've been labeled as either accidental drownings or suicides. But people are suspecting, they're pressing the police and telling the police to like look more into it. The victims' families are, because they're like, he was a great swimmer. Like, there's no way that this happened.
He could have drowned.
And the theories, the public is thinking that, like, what's your theory? 13 men, a serial killer. What? Build a profile. Criminal Minds. Come on. I'm hot.
It's definitely giving like older white woman. For sure.
Thinking woman too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You think older?
Yeah.
Okay.
Older, white.
Okay.
Or of like Europe descent.
Okay.
Something like that.
White devils.
Probably somebody that like, I'm trying to think like a visual. She probably got like curly hair, kind of.
Oh, you're doing a lot.
A weird thing like that. She probably loved reading books, some type of like librarian type thing.
Oh,
and she probably wore like the glasses like Tweety Bird's grandma. Yeah, that's what it's giving.
Okay, it was definitely giving woman for me. A lot of people are saying they think it's a woman. And maybe it's like, you know, maybe something that triggered her. Maybe she was raped violently, or maybe she's tired of being taken advantage of. Some people said they think it might be a group. I heard some people say a gay man, like a closeted gay man, and he takes it out on these guys and he goes home to his wife and children, and that's how he's, I don't know, I think we all been watching a lot of Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
But there really might be a serial killer on the fucking loose.
Yeah, that's
How
scary.
crazy is that?
That's crazy.
I just wanted you to get on. Maybe you could figure it out.
Maybe.
If anybody can, bitch, it's you.
Me.
So if you're in Austin, Texas, and then the police people were saying like, I don't know, maybe Ladybird Lake is like the next Lake Lanier. Maybe it's just killing people. I'm
That's
like, I don't know about that. Was it built on a town? Like, I don't know, but stay away from Ladybird Lake, y'all.
Yeah.
There's some
That's the
shit
name of the
going down.
lake?
Yeah, or Rainy Street. I guess that's a street that's right by the lake.
Gotcha.
So stay away from both of them. You got family in Texas?
Not that part though.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
not nowhere close to that part.
Yeah, like we going to the lake this weekend before it gets cold.
Oh no, my cousin's blackity black. They know.
They ain't swimming.
Yeah, nah. Okay, let's get into our shows, movies, books. What you got? What you been watching?
I just finished rewatching From. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's free on Amazon Prime right now. It's usually only on MGM Plus. The new season comes out September 22nd. I've put on multiple people in the past week, and they are all amazed. I'm on Reddit boards. I'm in a group on Facebook. We're trying to figure out theories. It's so fucking good. Okay. So go watch it. If you're into sci-fi, if you're into thrillers, it's really good. It's shot very well. It looks great. So that's what I'm watching. As far as when I'm driving, I'm really listening to podcasts, and I'm still on my scary shit. So I'm listening to a few scary podcasts, and it's been nice.
Yeah, I had to calm down on a crime podcast. I was getting too like my anxiety was going through the roof. Like I was getting obsessed. Like I would listen to the podcast and then I would go home and watch like the episode. And I was just like, yeah, sometimes I got to like put a little positivity in my mind, you know? So I had to chill out, even though today on the way here I did watch Snap podcast, but
gotcha.
I haven't heard it in a minute, so I said it is a new episode. Let me just listen to it, and it was good.
Okay.
And the lady on there was actually a serial killer.
Another woman.
Yes,
okay.
she was a woman.
Shout
she
out.
ended up killing
equal opportunity killers.
Let me just briefly tell. It was crazy because I was not expecting this at the beginning. It was like kind of they tell the victim story and then they tell the murderer story. So that episode was specifically about her killing like a guy that she had no relation as far as like being married. It was just like a guy she worked with. They went back in her past. Come to find out, her stepdad died from a drug overdose. Her mom died from a drug overdose. They never, I don't remember what happened with the stepdad. I think like they declared it like a homicide or a suicide. So they didn't like recover his body. But her family, her mom's family, the girl who killed her mom, they're like, it doesn't sound right that she committed suicide. Like, y'all need to do more investigation. So they ended up redigging the body up, did an autopsy, come to find out the daughter did kill her mom. So she went to jail for that. Girl came back out, got married. She got a new name, got remarried. Her husband didn't know who she was because she got another name. So he didn't know she was already in jail for murder. Come to find out, he ended up somehow drowning. They never did an autopsy because she got him cremated. She was the wife, so she could have did that.
Some stuff.
She was like, okay, so now y'all bringing up bodies. We're going to get him cremated. So she cremated her husband. That case was closed. It was a suicide. And then she ended up, which was what the episode Snap was about, she ended up working with this guy, and then she owed him money or whatever, and she ended up killing him, and she ended up getting sentenced to life for that. So, yeah, I'm like, this bitch was really a serial killer. That shit crazy. But that's the podcast I've been listening to. Shows I've been watching is Reasonable Doubt. Have you heard of that? It's not really nothing you'll watch. It's
I have heard of it.
Okay, yeah. Kerry Washington show.
It's on Hulu?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. It's basically about, and I love like black, just like successful like women and men on it. So it's about a black attorney, and it's just like a whole bunch of drama. But the first season, because the new season just came out, season 2, the first season is basically about her representing her like an old time friend kind of thing. And she represents him, and he's accused of killing his mistress.
Okay.
And so come to find out, right before she they have to say the verdict or whatever, right before she gives her, you know how you got to say to the juror, like prove your point or whatever. Right before it's her turn to kind of like speak on her client's behalf, she like goes through the paperwork and she realizes he's guilty. But she still has to say she represented him. So she still got to like say anything to prove his innocence. So she's literally like spilling all of this out to the juror. And in her mind, she's like, this nigga did that shit. Like, he really killed her. And so he ended up getting off on that shit. It was so good. The second season was basically the beginning came on and her best friend killed her husband. And so she represented her, which is where Morris Chestnut came in because he was like the new attorney. And now it's like a whole thing where it's like, it kind of, you know how they have seasons and it's like first part and then the second part of the season. So the second part of the season didn't come on yet.
Okay.
But basically, of course, we know her friend killed her husband, but right now it's more of was it self-defense? Or first degree, and they charging her for first degree because they saying she plotted to kill him because he was rich and she had money moved over to like her account, so it looked like she plotted to kill him. It's really good. It's not like scary or nothing or like a super crime show. It's like real drama in it too, like on some like scandal type shit.
Okay,
but yeah, it's really good. I might go home and rewatch it. I actually finished it over this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for watching something new.
Me too.
Look at that.
And I watched every episode. Like, I didn't go to sleep. I didn't have to rewatch nothing. So, yeah, I'm proud of myself.
Okay, girl. Well, let's get into these MySpace songs.
Yes.
In 2024, Taylor, what would your MySpace song be today?
I'm going to go with my gut instinct is telling me. And I've been listening to it all day.
What? She making me nervous. What the fuck? I
know you about to talk shit.
Music anxiety.
It's Fred Hammond, and it's called Breathe Into Me, O Lord. And this has been my motivation all day because your girl's mind has been spinning, and this song has been keeping me sane. So this is my song. If y'all like it, y'all like it. If y'all don't, y'all don't. Oh, well. Y'all might need this in y'all life anyway. So, yeah.
Y'all, that aggression, that was towards me. She meant me. Look, you right. Okay. Well, mine is going to be, it's called What's Up by Layla. The girl who sings,
like
That's
her.
Just Not My... that song, What's Up, is so good. Most Def, your daughter, she is...
Yeah, she's talented.
That's the rapper, right? That's her dad? Okay.
Yeah.
Your daughter, talented. Like, thank you for sharing her with the world. But I love that song. I've been playing it a lot. It's very melodic and it's just, yeah. Especially now that it's chilly and put the windows down and
You think Drake coming out with an album in October?
He said he's definitely doing one Because he's put out something. He said it at like a concert where he was like, y'all listen to all that fast stuff, them summer songs. But when you ready to slow it down and bring it in the house, he said, me and my boy. So I think he's doing a collab album with Party Next Door.
Okay. That shit about to be fire. Yeah. I feel like Drake and I feel like my man Brent is going to come out with an album like that fall season. And I'm going to just have something to be playing.
You know who else is coming out with a album in the winter that I think is crazy? Allegedly, because we don't know.
Who?
Cardi. She said she dropping this year and it's going to be...
Really?
Look, Brian, I'm like, is she even really dropping?
Okay.
But I think that she would do great as a summer album, you know? But I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I could see that. It just depends.
Look, her last one was great. So maybe, I don't know what I'm talking about. And she had a long time to perfect it. So shit, fuck it. But I was like, oh, winter, huh?
Okay.
We could have used you this summer.
Okay.
We could have used you.
We could have, because it wasn't a lot popping this summer.
We had Lotto. Meg's kind of flopped. I'm sorry, Meg. But I don't know anybody that listened to that album more than once, to be honest. Besides Watashi Wasta. Yeah. So that one did crazy. But the album, I'm like, we could have used you in the summer, Cardi. But whatever, shit. I'm sure it's going to hit no matter
I got faith in these fall albums. That's my favorite season. And I feel like the vibes is about to be brought. So I'm banking on it.
Yes, girl.
So we gonna see. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Women's Intuition. We appreciate y'all for tuning in every week, every episode. Y'all girls really love y'all, and again, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow us, subscribe, hit that bell button so y'all can see whenever we drop any new episodes. And yeah, we're gonna see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.